All right, I'm handing it off to you two young people,
All right.
and you can take it away.
Okay. Got the baton. Thank you, Andre. So yeah, good evening, everyone. Uh, Thank you for being on tonight's call. Again, I'm Don Staten. I have my sister Marilyn Evans on the line with you tonight. For the most part, I'm going to go over the presentation, and definitely we're going to have a good time this evening answering your questions and giving you some nuggets and some added treats that Marilyn and I have been working on for the past couple of weeks. So let me just get started. I know we're gonna try to stay within the hour and get to any questions that may be afterwards. So what I'm sharing with you tonight is a project, and let me put the screen on. Okay, make sure I put this get us on the big screen. Okay, here we go. Got it. All right. All right. What I'm going to share with you tonight is a project that has limitless possibilities. Okay. And it's called Blockchain Sports. Okay. But before I get into that, just a little bit about myself. I'm a native of Norfolk, Virginia, college graduate, a retired naval officer. We got some degrees. I was a civil engineer. I've traveled the world extensively. I've owned real estate. So we got some more people coming in the waiting room. You got it, sis? Okay. Uh, been involved with both traditional and non-traditional businesses, and even at one point, I was a part-time Uber driver. I was actually an Uber driver, an Amazon Flex driver, and a Lyft driver, which is actually pretty fun. Um, but for while I was in school, I was an athlete. Okay, I played sports, played American football, I played tennis, was in the marching band, stayed active all year round. I never made it to the pros though. Okay, and for some youth, that's a goal and a dream because there's some big money associated with that. But I never made it. But like most competitors, like I was, and being in competition sports, there's always a winner and there's always a loser. Okay. And what I want to share with you tonight is not just about winning and or losing. It's just about being a flat out winner. Okay. And I'm going to break it down to you what I mean. Okay. This opportunity is something that, like I said, everyone could be a winner in. Okay. And get to the next screen. Okay. You get a little. Okay. So, and speaking of that, did you know that globally the sports market reached over $500 billion last year? Across all sports, whether it be basketball, football, baseball, tennis, soccer, all of these sports genres, over $500 billion was created last year. Okay. And the industry predicted this year to even be even higher than it was last year. Okay. Now, how will Limitless and blockchain sports play a role in this growth? Okay. How will you be able to capitalize on this growth as well? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Okay, and that's why you were invited to this Zoom tonight. And I'm going to explain this great opportunity. And afterwards, you're going to see what many of us have already seen, and that's why we joined. Okay, so let me get this right. So, who is Limitless? Okay, well, Limitless, I'm Limitless. Many of the people on this line tonight, we're a part of Limitless on this Zoom tonight. Limitless is basically a decentralized crowdfunding community that's involved in the technology space. Okay, we're not a company. We're just a crowdfund community, a little bit over 240,000 members across the world in more than over 100 countries. Okay, we were founded by three gentlemen, Jeremy Roma, Elia Manan, and Edward Chimcham back in 2021. Okay, at that time, we helped launch the first project of Limitless, or at that time, we were called Daisy, in January of 2021, called Daisy. Okay, decentralized artificial intelligence system. Okay, we crowdfunded over $260 million in a 3-year period. Okay, and when the initial goal was to try to do that in just 6 years at 500 million. Okay, we did it in 3 years. We exceeded what the goal was in less time. Okay, this was the biggest crowdfunding raise in the financial industry, and we made history on that project, which closed out in February of this year. Okay, now we were a part of, we were a part of Daisy. If you were a part of Daisy, excuse me, consider yourself one of the lucky ones, as many of us are, because Daisy continues to make profits week after week, month after month. Everybody was a winner with Daisy. And what I want to talk to you about tonight is how you can be a winner with Limitless in blockchain sports. That usually does not happen in the industry and in the space that we're involved in. Okay. Just a minority, usually it's just a minority of people receiving all the benefits. But with Daisy, every last one of us was a winner. Okay. Most venture capitalist companies don't even come close to raising that type of capital in even less than a 3-year period. Okay. Blockchain Sports is our next project that we're actively involved in currently right now. And we're raising funds from now until August. Now, who is Blockchain Sports? Basically, Blockchain Sports is a Web3 interactive ecosystem designed to bridge the gap between live sports and the online digital environment. Okay, the aims are to introduce breakthrough technology in the global sports industry, starting with the number one sport in the world, which is what Americans call it soccer, and the world calls it football. The sports industry, for the most part, hasn't changed though in decades. Okay, most of it's been centrally controlled by and run by a small minority of wealthy people. And even though money is being generated, they're staggering in innovation. Okay, what Blockchain Sports intends to do is to disrupt the sports industry in a major way. Okay, this project has been, and it's already been in development for well over 18 months. Okay, and when the project launched in February, already $30 million had already been generated. And we're continuing to raise funds to complete the development on our own, to build our own first of its kind, proprietary multi-layer sports exclusive blockchain. Okay, a new blockchain is currently under development called Atlanta. Now, this technology framework has been built, it's being built from the ground up by a blockchain sports development team. So it's not borrowed from something else that was already created. Okay, it never existed. Okay, and it's never been done before. Now, another part of the mission is to build sports academies around the world. Okay, and currently, out of the 20 that will be built, the first one is currently under development in Brazil. But now the first sports sector, again, as I mentioned, is going to be soccer. Okay, now why soccer? Why
Right. Like the screen is not showing, the presentation is not on.
It is not? Oh, okay. Let me share the screen. Be with you in a second. All right. Why soccer? Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. But you can hear me correct. Sis, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Why soccer? Okay. Well, number one, there are over 3 billion soccer fans worldwide, spread out to over 200 countries. Okay. It's played worldwide and a year round with media coverage 24/7. Okay. You can turn to, it's almost any international channel you go to, you're going to see a soccer game somewhere. Okay. Now, however, this model that blockchain sports is going to put into the industry and disrupt the sports industry, it can be patterned after any sport, whether it be football, basketball, Formula One, hockey, tennis. Any one of them can follow this platform that's being put together by blockchain sports. Now, they've already acquired a number of technology companies moving forward with this development. They have a total workforce of over 1,000, broken down between about 800 web developers and about 300 blockchain specialists, all currently working on making this happen. But they're going to start with soccer. Now, who's behind all of this? Who's the creator of all of this? Every type of innovation in the world has started by someone who had an idea of a dream or a vision, or how they can improve or make something better. And what makes and what most people may deem impossible possible. Okay, Dmitry Saxonov is the creator and brainchild of blockchain sports. He is also the founder of one of the first fractionalized mining apps in the world. He's an 8-year veteran in the Web3 industry, and has in his vision to disrupt the sports industry with AI and blockchain technology is currently underway. He's going to establish over 20 football academies worldwide designed to attract young and talented players to the sport, with the first one, as I mentioned, being developed in Brazil. Okay, now, he had been involved with the Limitless founders and the community in the previous project, and was impressed with the success and the progress of that project, which was Daisy. And so a deal was able to be brokered. Okay, I want you to understand the history of this. Okay, so a deal was brokered, giving the Limitless community, which is us, and some of us, and most of us that are on this line, the opportunity within a 6-month window to capitalize on the next project, which is what we're currently in with blockchain sports. Okay. Now, during this process, what are our goals? It was to raise funds. Our mission is to raise funds, increase the brand awareness, across the world, build popularity, and help to create a social impact. This is by us talking about who we are and where we're going. Partnerships, though, have already been established, and there's major interest with clubs around the world, and it's increasing. Sporting bodies like FIFA, they're interested in the program. Governments across the world are interested in what blockchain sports currently has under development. Okay, and all of this is going to be used to advance blockchain sports and to making it a household name. And we're currently within that 6-month window. Okay. Now, we're going to have a public launch. That public launch is going to be on September the 4th. Okay. But, however, I want you to understand something. Okay. Look at this as like a grace period. I guess for some of us they're hearing this for the first time, I promise you, as we go through this program, we're going to break it down. It's going to all make sense. But we're under a 6-month grace period, okay, to build the brand awareness of blockchain sports. And in so doing so, we're going to be handsomely compensated behind that, okay? We've got a privileged 6 months window to take full advantage of this, okay? And the reason why we were given this is because our previous track record with Daisy, okay? Now, we're in a pre-launch phase. Okay, and that's where we're building funds until our public launch in September. Okay. Now, as I mentioned before, the company has already $30 million raised in private funds and has already been underway in the development for 18 months. Okay. But on September 1st, it's definitely going to be a public launch. Okay. Now, the Limitless community currently we have over 240,000 members worldwide. And, think of us like a venture capital company community, okay? Building a project, okay? Not unlike at its infancy, how many people heard of Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix, Uber, Google, companies like that, okay? Most of us know that these companies are household names, but maybe you didn't realize that these companies all started out just like blockchain sports is starting out. There was a pre-launch phase. Okay, there was a raised capital phase, and I'll get into that later. But we're saying the after effects in these companies' success. But at the time that these companies were getting started, there were people that saw the potential of those companies and their ideas and visions, and they were prepared to back those companies with their financial capital. Okay, but in exchange, there was some equity that was given by those companies. Okay, prior to the public launch. Now, this could be us, but those companies, some of them, they gave shares, they gave royalties. There was some revenue that was generated via dividends. Some of them, could even give seats on the board. Okay, this was all all in a pre-launch phase. When companies are raising funds before an IPO. Okay, this is where we're at right now. Okay. Now, traditional venture capitalist projects usually have high entry fees. Okay, and I'll talk about some of the companies that had high entry fees in a moment. Most people aren't qualified for these high entry fees and stipulations. Okay, but through the opportunity that I'm sharing with you tonight through Limitless, you'll have access to opportunities like the blockchain sports opportunity that has affordable entry levels. Okay, and you'll be able to capitalize just like those people that were before Amazon, Airbnb, Netflix, Uber, Google, and the rest had opportunities to put money in. We're on the front end of something that's going to be massive, y'all. And I'm definitely going to show you how it's going to be broken down. And I hope that you are understanding where you're at, where you're going to be at. Now, let me get to the next slide. Okay. Okay, okay. All right, thought I had a presentation malfunction. Okay, so what are the 6 categories that I'm talking about and how you can capitalize? Okay, these 6 categories are basically revenue streams. Okay, now wouldn't you agree that in any opportunity, whether it be the ones I just mentioned or the ones I'm presenting to you now, you want to know, what the opportunity is worth and where you're putting your money at, and basically how you're going to capitalize on the revenue streams that are going to be provided, correct? Now, I'll start with the first one. We're going to start with the NFT marketplace. What does that mean? What does it, most people don't even know, I won't say most people, but some people don't even know what an NFT is, okay? Okay, basically it's a digital ledger of art. Losing power. Okay. Am I still sharing? Okay. Went offline. We're gonna come back online because God is good. Okay. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We're gonna keep it moving. All right. Now, what does that mean? What do NFTs mean? So rather than just being a fan and watching your favorite players on the screen, you could actually earn a revenue from those players NFT. Basically, it's a digital form of artwork. Okay. And as these players' careers grow, so does their value. Now think of it this way. Most of us, if you have a certain age, you remember baseball cards back in the day. Okay. Baseball cards, if you remember, they gained value based on those players' careers as they went through and as those cards were traded. Think of NFTs like this. Think of NFTs as like a digital baseball card that's being traded in the sports industry, but we're starting with soccer. And as the value of these players' career, as they progress through their careers, grow, so does the growth of the NFT. So does the growth of the brand name of blockchain sports. So does the growth of the brand name of these categories that I'm going to discuss with you. NFTs are associated and they're a powerful digital asset that's going to be utilized within blockchain sports. Player transfer fees is the next category. Okay, blockchain sports is going to be involved in sports contracts and transfers of players as they move in from the academies to the clubs into their professional careers. Okay, and as a Limitless blockchain sports member, you're going to be able to get a piece of that revenue stream, and that is huge because some of these player contracts are very large into the millions and multi-million dollars level. Okay, just on transfer contracts alone, and imagine being a part of blockchain sports, you're going to get a piece of that. Academies and clubs, you're also going to get, that are going to raise up the new talent. Okay. They have already collaborated with existing clubs and over 20 world-class academies. And they're going to establish 20 world-class academies across the world, with the first one, again, as I mentioned, starting in Brazil. Okay. This is going to give fans the opportunity to sponsor players from when they leave the clubs and academies to well into their professional careers. It's going to give them the opportunity to also receive revenues as a result of sponsoring those players. Okay, so imagine being a sponsor of a player and getting a piece of that player's career as they're moving through their professional career, through the life of their career. That's powerful. Sports and science. Okay, now blockchain sports has partnered with a program called the Inner Athlete, and that's going to bring breakthrough health and technologies and sports products to players. Okay, this category is aimed at the individual player and what's best for them in terms of their recovery rates and their overall output, their endurance and their stamina on the field, okay? And in some cases, off the field. Technology and research and development, okay? It's a new category that's bringing forth a new era in the era of innovation for virtual reality and artificial intelligence in this area of gaming and interaction, for all for the purpose of helping to develop athletic skills, okay? In which some cases can be transferred to the field, okay? Virtual reality gaming is increasingly growing, and there's talk of it even being a competitive sport one day, similar to a live sport. And of course, the last category is entertainment, with reality shows, live events, documentaries, and fantasy leagues. There's going to be major streaming media companies that have already expressed strong interest and serious in this project. But through Limitless, you're going to get a piece of that revenue stream as well. All 6 categories have been identified for you as an initial founding member, and I'll discuss that member coming in today's. None unlike what you would be doing if you were investing in these other companies. This is the revenue streams that you will receive compensation from, okay? So I'm trying to paint the picture here. Now, it's a great opportunity, right? But how secure would it be if you didn't have certain things in place? So we have international copyright protection that's in place. International copyright protections. This is going to be a worldwide movement here with blockchain sports, okay? This document is from the International Copyright Office, and it was presented to the founders on stage back in February in Dubai. And some of us that attended, I attended the event, you know, that are, and some of us that are on the Zoom attended that event, we actually witnessed that. Now, it protects the intellectual property rights of blockchain sports. So what this means is companies can't just make a copy of what we're doing and they can't enter into the marketplace. No, we're protected internationally by these documents. Additionally, blockchain sports has, to the international property rights, we've already been given an evaluation of over $1 billion. That's prior to a public launch. Okay, so the value has been seen and what's going to happen, you know, with blockchain sports as we move forward. Imagine being on the front end of this project, which we are, you know, with $1 billion evaluation, which we have, and protected by international copyright laws, which you have just seen. Receiving support by governments around the world. First, you know, establishing a sports academy, with the first one starting in Brazil, but building them in Latin America, Africa, and Asia, literally across the world. Okay, this is huge, y'all. And not only that, there was over 40 football players, legends in the sport, okay, that were present in Dubai back in February as well, okay? And they all have a fan base, a combined fan base, over 750 million followers online. Okay, now what does that mean? It's 750 million online followers. Okay, we're in a digital age now. Okay, so imagine this. What if just they put a tweet out or posted something on social media, anything about those 6 categories that I just mentioned? Those 6 categories are huge, okay, that I just discussed. What if just 10% of 750 million of their fan base responded? That's 750,000 responses. So imagine how powerful that could be. Think about the possibilities, okay? That's just what 40 iconic legends in the sport of football. But football has over 3 billion soccer fans. Imagine the possibilities of what we're in front of. You know, this is what I mentioned earlier. I'm going to break this down to you. I want to show you how we're on the front end of this. Okay, Amazon started back in 1994. Jeff Bezos, everybody's heard of his name. Okay, but how many of you knew that Jeff Bezos first went to 50 family members? Okay, and out of the 50, only 22 responded. As I mentioned, there were high entry fees. Okay, you know, maybe for most of us, 50K, you know, may be a stretch. No, okay, but that's what he was asking. 50,000 from 50 family members. Okay, not a crowd fund. He was interested in his first 50 family, friends, and investors. Only 22 of them responded. Okay, we all know how big Amazon is now. Okay, but the IPO was worth $300 million in 1997. Okay, currently Amazon is worth $1.87 trillion. Okay, but they started off in 1997 just trying to raise $300 million. Okay, blockchain sports has been evaluated at $1 billion. Okay, I want you to picture this now. Their shares were 25 cents per share. Now Amazon stock is $180 per share. Okay, if you invested 20 years ago $10,000 in Amazon, it'd be worth $645,000. And what did Amazon do? It disrupted the traditional marketplace, shipping and receiving, but it started off by just delivering books online. And Jeff Bezos started this out of his own garage, yo. How many people would have had faith in Amazon if you knew about it at the time on the front end within 6 months, and he told you he was starting this out in the basement, in his own garage? Okay, I'm trying to paint a picture for you. Uber, okay, started in 2011. Actually, the name it went through a name change in 2011. Okay, it used to be called Uber Cab. Okay, now currently there's over 770 countries, you know, over 10,000 cities worldwide. But in 2009, it was worth $3.7 million. Okay, Uber's IPO came out in 2019. Okay, when the IPO came out, it was worth $51 billion. It was $45 per share. Okay, currently Uber's is worth $161 billion. Okay, with a share value of 76.99. Okay. What did Uber do? It's disrupted the taxi industry. Okay. Again, as I mentioned before, I was an Uber driver. Okay. Still like to get out there, but I haven't been out there in a while. It's fun though. Okay. Google officially launched in 1998. It was a web-based search engine started by 2 graduate students at Stanford. Okay, in 2004, Uber's IPO was worth $23 billion at $85 a share. Currently, it's $1.7 trillion. Okay, Uber's disrupted the way information is being received. And I need to update that. See, it got cut off. Okay, so if you invested $1,000 in Google, it'll be worth over $65,000 at $85 a share. If you invested $5,000, it would be worth $300,000 per share. 15,000 over $1 million. Okay, now these are household names because brand awareness has already come into play. Popularity has all been coming into play. But if you were there in 1998 and you didn't, and you knew about these two college students said they want to do something on the internet, would you have invested in them? You know now what you know about these three companies, okay? But back then, would you have put your blood, sweat, equity into something based on what you knew then? Here's blockchain sports. We're on the front end of a public launch, okay? In real life rewards and digital rewards is what's being offered. Okay, I mentioned the company is currently evaluated at $1 billion. None of these companies prior to their public launch was evaluated over $1 billion. Blockchain Sports is. Okay, September is going to be the IPO launch. Okay, we have entry-level fees, founder entry-level fees, which is now we're under 10% increase. Okay, I need to change that and update it. What would your $500 be worth? What would your $2,000 all the way up to $100,000 be worth after the public launch? I'm giving you some nuggets of where we're at based on you look at the history of these last three companies that I mentioned. You know where they're at now. They're over, some are in the billions and trillions of dollars. This is a pattern. Okay? And I hope you're getting the point of where we're going to be at. The number one sport in the world is soccer, but we're going to cover all sports genres. Okay? And there's only 500,000 slots available. Where do you want to be at in that picture? Now, so you can be called what's a founding member. So what are the benefits? Well, you can get a share in the in the success of blockchain sports' entire roadmap that I outlined earlier. Okay. You can do this by being a passive participant. Just get a founder's entry-level package, of your choosing, and just sit back and enjoy the rewards that come with that. Similar to what the folks did when they invested in Amazon, Uber, and Google, okay? Or you can be an active participant and help build our community, which is currently over 240,000 members to a half a million between now and mid-August. And what are you going to get for that effort, okay? You're going to get additional incentives and rewards, okay, for doing so, okay? So you have two options here if you decide to join with us. You can be like an Uber, an Amazon, or a Google investor. Decide what you're comfortable with putting into blockchain sports, and just sit back and wait till after the IPO. Or you can have a dual hat here. You can do the same thing, and you can be an active participant and double and triple your rewards, right now and after the IPO. It's totally up to you. But you know what the history of those four companies were. Where do you see the value in this company and where it's going? Okay. And it is going there with or without us. I want you to understand it. It is going there with or without us, just like Amazon did, Uber did, and Google. They don't need us. They only need a few people. Okay. And you have an opportunity to be a part of that community, to be a part of the Limitless community. Okay. So again, where do you want to be? What do you want to, if you decide to get involved, you can look back 3 to 5 years from now, and say, you were there when all of this got started, okay? So we're currently at an evaluation of $1 billion. What if, and it's quite possible, just like these other companies, our valuation could be over 500 billion, or maybe in the trillions, okay? It is possible based on the track record of companies, okay? And you have to, and I'll go through more of it and I'll help you understand it, okay? Now, got some benefits here. Okay, I think I skipped one. I'm sorry. I did a double slide, excuse me. Yeah, these are the founder benefits. Now, and the founder benefits for purchasing a founder pack as well, it's basically this. You're going to help put into circulation the digital token, because that's going to be the actual utility for the whole ecosystem, okay? Crypto is moved by tokens and coins, okay? Not just by a name. It's just it's a utility associated with it, and that's the usage of the coin. Okay, so we just don't have a coin that's being developed so you can look at it. We're actually putting it into practice and use, and that's where the real value comes from. And everybody who wants to partake in our ecosystem can use our coin. It doesn't matter. They have to use our coin. It doesn't matter whether they're a club, a media company, a scout. Everyone has to utilize our token to conduct business in the ecosystem. And like I said, as a founding member, you'll get a piece. You'll get paid for its usage. And if you decide that you want to share in this and be an active participant, we will give you all of the marketing materials to help you build and expand. We're going to give you access to the media library and where you can find Zoom recordings, videos, PowerPoints, PDFs, and have access to our Telegram site. Okay? Everything you're going to need to expand and grow your business will be afforded to you. Okay? And excuse me, or you can just be a passive participant, just sit back and enjoy the rewards as they start to grow and after the public launch. Okay? Now, next slide. I'm sure everyone knows how we get paid. Okay, well, we get paid from in real life rewards, world rewards that come, from every part of the current business portion, of the football industry. Actual tangible rewards, what we call in real life rewards, are tangible rewards. Most of you are familiar with a football or basketball stadiums are, the players that are associated with these sports, the injuries that some of these players have to deal with, their contracts, the media coverage, that these players are involved around or exposed to, all types of sports events. This is all real life. This is the real life sports side of things. Blockchain sports are going to be they're going to be able to capitalize on this, and you're going to be able to earn revenues from these categories, okay? And we also have the digital rewards from blockchain sports where you're going to earn lifetime daily rewards. Now, you may not totally understand the blockchain side of it, okay? But you don't have to, okay? But you do, but did you totally understand how your Visa or your MasterCard or your debit card work? Do you totally understand how Cash App, PayPal, and Google works? I mean, when it gets down to the details, most of us typically don't. We just know that when we need to use them, for a transaction payment method, we learn how to use them. This is no different. Okay. Now, Blockchain Sports has its own blockchain called Atlanta. Okay, with its own token or coin called Atla. Okay, I'm going to give you a comparative analysis later. And as a founding member, you would be putting into circulation this token. Okay, it is going to drive the whole Atlanta blockchain system, the whole Web3 ecosystem. So imagine this: if you were back in the day, if you were in Egypt, Rome, or any other ancient civilization, and if the Atlanta coin was like the gold standard that could be used by everyone to buy a house, to pay bills, to get groceries, or to get a haircut, okay? And the only people that can put that coin into circulation were us, the founding members. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'll talk more about this later. Now, what is a node? Okay, well, nodes play a crucial operation. They play a crucial role in the operation and security of blockchain sports, and they are responsible for a multitude of tasks. Okay, what they do, they are responsible for validating, transmitting, and circulating and minting tokens. But primarily, just think of them as like a piece of hardware that's put into circulation tokens that have already been created. That's a little bit different from minting, which you're actually creating coins, okay? But nodes, they start to mint and they start to facilitate the creation of tokens, okay? But in any case, nodes work to distribute tokens in a precise way so that there's no oversupply, and they keep costs steady. The total supply of Atla coins is generated by these nodes, or what we're going to call founders nodes, because we're in a founder recruitment phase, okay? And the way that you own founder nodes is to participate in the purchase of a founder pack, okay? Now, project categories and packages, okay? Now, as I discussed earlier, these are all incorporated into the project categories are incorporated into the founder packs, okay? Now, there are 6 tiers of founder packs, and they range from $550 USDT or $550 to $111,000. We just had a 10% hike increase, okay? Now, each of these packs comes with its own quantity of nodes. Okay, so consequently, the higher value of the founder pack you purchase, it means the more nodes you're going to receive. And by having more nodes, it means you mint or you create more Atlas coins, which also means you're earning more rewards depending on the pack that you purchase. And with each initial Founders Pack purchase comes with an additional and added Academy Pack. And here's how that's going to work. Okay. You can start in blockchain sports with as little as $100. So there's entry points for everybody here. Okay, the $100 Academy Pack is like a contribution to the Blockchain Sports Academy in Brazil. Okay, and future academies are going to be built across the world, nurturing young new talent. Okay, this pack is like a digital asset or a real estate NFT, as I mentioned before, and I was talking about the first category for NFTs. Okay, where you would retain a digital ownership in the training academies that's going to be built. There's going to be 20 training academies, and NFTs will be associated with those training academies. And as those training academies are built up and they grow, the value of your NFT comes with that. If you decide to get this package and share this opportunity with others, you can earn direct referral commissions. Again, you can earn direct referral commissions on everybody who decides to buy an Academy pack or who decides to buy a Founders pack. However, that's it. Okay, that is it. If you don't receive any commissions for building a team. Okay, so what that means, if you come in at an Academy pack, someone comes in on your team as a Founders pack, and they decide they totally see where blockchain sports is going, and they build a team, you only receive credit for that person. Okay, that person that you personally brought in, and not that person's team. Okay. The first founder pack starts at the $550 level. Okay, you're going to receive one node at this founder pack level. Okay, but that will allow you to mint into circulation the Atlas token. Okay, it also gives you the ability to earn revenues from all NFTs. NFTs are going to include ownership of the players, the sporting clubs, the training academies, the sports and sciences, and everything else. Every asset in the world ecosystem, from the in real life rewards to the digital rewards, has NFT ownership associated with it, ladies and gentlemen. So every time someone buys an NFT, sells an NFT, resells an NFT, fees are generated in the marketplace, and you get a share for that, for doing nothing more than owning a $550 Founders Pack. So if you start at the $550 Founders Pack level and you choose to upgrade to the $2,200 pack, you just pay the difference. Okay, about $1,650 more, for the 2,200 Founders Pack. And now you're getting a portion of all the player contracts, as I mentioned, part of the 6 categories, the player contracts and transfer fees. This is huge. As I mentioned, some of these player contracts can be worth millions to tens of millions of dollars for some of these players. So you're getting a share of the NFT marketplace, the player contracts, and the transfer fees. And on the digital side, you get massive rewards for validating blockchain transactions. Okay, I'm going to show you I'm going to show you the value of this comparatively with other companies that were where blockchain sports is right now. Okay. The next package is the $8,800 package, which you can upgrade into, or you can purchase it from the start. Okay. This tier gives you a share in the royalties from the blockchain sports franchise. Okay. You get everything included in the previous packs, plus in addition, you get access to earning revenues from the football clubs, the academies, and the academies that are currently under development. Excuse me. So on the digital side, you get a share of the minting of the tokens and the Explorer fees. You get 16 nodes at this tier level, all acting as validators for transactions. More nodes that you are collecting fees, just like credit card swipe terminals or ATMs, where fees are being generated based on swipes. Okay. As these transactions are being validated by the nodes, fees are being generated, and you're getting a piece of all of that at the $8,800 tier level. So the more people that come into the ecosystem, you're making more money. We don't pay attention when we do this, but most of us go to ATM machines. We go to these, we go to these swipe card access all the time. But imagine tens and thousands of people doing this every day. There's going to be a point where people are going to be doing it on our blockchain. And if you own a node or nodes, that's going to be a major revenue stream for you. The next package kicks off at the $27,500 level, where you get 50 nodes. This means you're putting into circulation more nodes. These are digital assets, as I mentioned, no different from Bitcoin. Everybody's heard of Bitcoin or any other digital asset that has real world value. You can buy a car and a home in some places with Bitcoin, okay? You can invest in cryptocurrencies, and you can convert your cryptocurrencies to fiat dollars, okay? You can start at this level, or you can upgrade to this tier level. It's totally up to you. You also get a share at this level of the transfer wallet fees. So as people purchase crypto and transfer funds from their wallets into the Atleta blockchain, you will get paid at this level, okay? It's just like a bank that charges fees for transferring funds, okay? It's the same thing here. It is absolutely the same thing here. I just want you to understand what's at stake. At this level, you're going to get a share of sports and sciences and health technologies, okay? As I mentioned before, the Inner Athlete program. This is a multi-billion-dollar industry that's going to help players recover faster and perform better. This category is spearheaded by the Inner Athlete program. This program alone can reach the entire sports world and help improve the health and performance of athletes using the latest breakthroughs in science and technology. And you're going to get a piece, you're going to get a share of this and be able to participate in this at this level. You've got the Founders Pack at the $55,000 tier level. Now you're getting a share of the research and development and technology. And this includes virtual reality and artificial intelligence systems and a whole lot more. And our blockchain, as it goes live, it's going to be interacting with many other blockchains, okay? What is called a bridge, with what is called a bridge. This is where the different tokens and coins from one blockchain are able to cross into another. And as this happens, what's being generated? Fees are being generated, and you're going to receive a share of all these fees at this tier level. This is huge. Now, you don't have to totally understand it. I'm not going to tell you I totally understand it. Okay? But just know that this is another stream of revenue that you're going to get at this Founders tier level. The maximum Founders Pack level is at the $110,000 10 level, where you're going to get a share of the decentralized exchange. This is where people buy and sell cryptocurrencies. They swap from fiat to crypto and from crypto to fiat. Fiat is just the paper money, what we're used to, what most of us are used to, okay? But the world is trending towards cryptocurrency, so we have to stay with the trend. At this level, all of the in real life rewards and the digital rewards, this is where it all kicks in. Everything at this level is entertainment driven as well. You get a share in the virtual reality, the gaming, the reality TV shows, the live events, the sponsorships. This is the big money tier category, okay? This is what we're all working towards. Just think about the media rights to these football clubs, the sponsorship deals, the Netflix and Amazon Prime shows doing documentaries on these athletes. How big is Netflix and Amazon? And I just showed you a slide of where Amazon was. Started in the basement. It started in Jeff Bezos' basement. This founder pack level maximizes your digital rewards, where you can earn from the different digital components of that Atleta blockchain, from the nodes to the Explorer, from the DApp to the bridge to the decentralized exchange. This is the everything pack level. This is where we all want to be. We want to capitalize and maximize our revenue streams. Now, we just got introduced to a new accelerator pack, okay? It's called the In Real Life Accelerator Promotion Pack, okay? It includes royalties from the inner athlete, which I mentioned, okay? And the virtual reality gaming programs. And on the digital side, it includes minting, validating, data storage rewards as well. You'll receive 10 nodes at this pack, okay? And it's only for a limited time. I'll put it in where it slots in, probably at the next presentation, but I wanted to show a breakout so you understand, because it was just introduced and it's for a limited time only. It was introduced yesterday on April 1st. So if anyone's interested in starting at this pack, you have between now and the 15th of April. In summary, this is how it breaks down, okay? This is what I just outlined, okay? But I like to put it all in a concise way so you can see, so you can see it a little bit, just on one screen or one slide. So as you can see, as you're upgrading, you're getting access to more and more. But pay attention to the last column now, okay? The number of founder packs. Okay, this is limited supply, okay? Once these packs are gone, okay, they're gone. Okay, once they're gone, they're gone. So if you snooze on this, do some more due diligence, talk to some people, go online, do your Google searches, but definitely you're gonna find what you need to find to make a decision. Okay. But if you snooze, you're gonna lose. And it's not Greg Staten saying, this is what the facts say. We are in limited supply. Okay, so if you're gonna come on blazing, and let's get ready to rock and roll, because this is a sprint. It is not a marathon. We are in less than a 6-month window, to make, in order to put ourselves in position, just like those 3 companies I mentioned prior to their launch. This is your opportunity to be on the front end of something that's going to be massive. Now, these nodes, again, they're like the super information highway. 40% of the revenue goes to the Founders Pack owners, okay? This is totally passive, whether you decide to be an active participant or not. As if, look at it this way. What if you went to Amazon, Google, or Uber, Netflix, and said, I just want to invest in your company, okay? Tell me what I get for it, okay? And I told you just simply, invest 50K in it, okay? We're going to give you some shares and we're going to handle all the work for you. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. That is exactly, maybe not to the T, but with Amazon, 22 out of the 50 with Amazon, with Uber, okay, and with Google, okay. One of them, I think, was Google, or no, that's on the next slide. But yeah, that's where we're at. We're on the front end of that. You can be a passive participant in blockchain sports. You have the option. 10% of the revenues is going to go to the referral plan, however. So if you actually want to be a builder, 10% of all the revenues is going back through the referral plan, okay? So if you're planning to build a team and you have less than 6 months to maximize your profits, okay? But again, you can just be a participant, you can be a passive participant if you like. Now, the nodes are actually minting the Atlas coin into circulation, so everything that happens in the ecosystem needs that Atleta coin. Okay, just like everything, just like the Bitcoin, just like the other coins that are out there, the Ethereum. In our ecosystem, you're going to need that Atleta coin. So, and you cannot do any transactions without it. Okay, it's the gas fee of our blockchain. Okay, the total supply of all Atlas coins comes from the founder nodes. Okay, think about this: the total supply of all Atlas coins that will ever exist are going to come for the founder nodes. Who gets the founder nodes? The owners of the founders packs. How many founder packs are there? We're in limited supply. Look at the last column. Okay, so if you're starting to get the message about this, okay, I hope you are, okay, and starting to understand why this is so important, you understand why you should not snooze on this, okay? So if you see an opportunity here for yourself, okay, it is time to get busy and it is time to act, because every day, every second, and every minute, these founder packs are being bought up and time is running out. Now, I want to share, as I mentioned before, I'm going to share with you comparative analysis, just like I did with traditional companies. Okay, Amazon, Uber, and Google. I'm going to do a comparative analysis with you on the blockchain, so you can see blockchain sports has the best of both worlds. This is the digital side. I just showed you the in real life reward side of traditional business, but this is the digital side. Tron, here's the history of that blockchain. It started out in 2018. The initial price of Tron was 0.002 cent Tron per USD. Okay. The actual live price of Tron right now is 12 cents, but it started out at 0.002. The current market value cap evaluation of Tron is $11 billion. But in 2018, one Tron token was 0.0022 cent to the dollar. Okay. If you invested $10,000 in 2018, your Tron would be worth $626,000 today. How many people, if you now that you know, and I know some of us are just learning blockchain, but just like Amazon, would you have been part of that 50 when Jeff Bezos was trying to raise money out of his garage? This is where Tron was on the blockchain side of it in 2018. Now Tron is worth over $11 billion. Ethereum. Everybody's heard of the Ethereum token or coin. Okay, they started out in 2014. Okay. They had one investor, okay, that came in with $15.5 million. I mean, they had other investors, but that was their highest investor in 2014. At that time, the price of Ethereum was 31 cents Ethereum to the US dollar. Today, the Ethereum is over $3,500, 3,500 Ethereum to the US dollar. Okay? The current market cap is $430 billion. That is what Ethereum, if you invested in Ethereum, that is what their current market cap value is. So if you had $10,000 and you invested in Ethereum back in 2014, that $10,000 will be worth $114 million today. But how many people heard of Ethereum in 2014? Let alone what an Ethereum was. Bitcoin started in 2009. Everybody knows Bitcoin. They call it the king coin, okay? But did you know when it started out? In 2009, Bitcoin was 0.00099 BTC to the US dollar. What is Bitcoin now? It's over $70,000 BTC to the US dollar. The current market cap is $1,380 billion. We all heard of the Bitcoin billionaires and millionaires, but if you had $10,000 and you invested in Bitcoin, if you were one of those fortunate few, and if you knew now, because we all do, would you have found $10,000 to invest in Bitcoin back in 2010? Because if you could go back in time, I'm sure you would find $10,000. That $10,000 will be worth $287 million today. So what could your potential upside be with the Litecoin and blockchain sports? This is where we're at. It's speculation because maybe people didn't, there were a few people that saw the vision of these blockchains. They saw the vision of the Tron blockchain, the Ethereum blockchain. Everybody heard about Bitcoin, okay? But if you invested in any three of these, you'd be set for life for the most part. It puts you on a good standard. This is where you're at with the Aleta blockchain. It's currently under development. It's going to launch in less than 6 months. And you have the opportunity to have an entry position, anywhere from $550 to a $110,000 entry point. Okay? Stipulations are very easy, okay, to get through. There's going to be a launch on September 1st with or without us. Okay? The company had already raised $30 million. Okay, as I mentioned with Ethereum, they had one person that raised $15.5 million and everybody else was less than that from what I understand. I'll get clarity on that. But the initial price, what's the live price going to be? It's speculation, but all of this was speculation. All of Uber, Amazon, and Google, it was speculation before it became actual fact. This is your opportunity to invest in something, okay? No different from these other blockchains. What's your potential upside worth? You have to decide that for yourself. Many of us that are in Limitless, we know what the potential upside is, and that's why we're involved. We're inviting you to find out where you could be at with us. Now, on the referral, reward side or active participant side, there's some exciting parts to this, and where you can get back your initial outlay as a founder, as a founder pack owner, and you can earn up to 10 levels of referral bonuses. Okay, this is all doable. Okay, you can tell a few people who tell a few people who tell a few people who tell a few people, but you've built a referral network. You're earning upfront profit prior to the September public launch, and it's going to put yourself in a position to earn more profits after the launch. Now, from the previous project, this is the track record. We grew to 240,000 members in 3 years. With this project, we're starting at that level of membership with a goal to reach 500,000 by August. Now, there are 2 keys to success here. Okay, you're going to be 2 keys to success. You qualify for the rebate. What does qualifying for the rebate means? Okay, again, I'm going to use a scenario. Just told you about Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Okay, what if you went to him, and maybe you're going to be his 23rd investor because he only had 22 out of 50. You say, I love your idea, about disrupting the traditional marketplace and the shipping and receiving. He didn't even know he was going to do that at the time. He was just a book selling company. Well, maybe he did. Maybe that was his vision. Okay. It's a great idea. I want to invest. This is you saying you want to invest. Okay. And again, he gave you some shares, for life. Again, those shares in Amazon, I'm trying to trip on top of my head. Amazon was like $1.87 trillion. Those 38 people are kicking themselves silly right now. Well, they're probably still kicking themselves silly because they did not believe in the vision, but they had an opportunity just like the 22 and those 22, they took advantage of it. But again, most venture capitalist companies, they cannot provide you with any type of guarantee though. Okay. What our company is saying is if you come in with us, if you do a little bit of work, we're going to grant you a rebate. So that means your initial outlay can be granted back to you. Now, what if you ask, how do you do that? Okay. How does it work? You simply need just to refer 2 people to see the vision and the value in this, and they at least get a $550 founder pack. Okay. For example, if I purchased a 110,000 founder pack, I referred 2 people, within my first 30 days, I will get my $110,000 initial outlay back. It is just that simple. And it could be any combination of that. Okay. Imagine now you might be thinking, is that possible or is it true? Or how can they do this? Can they possibly give me my money back? Okay. So here's how it happens. Okay. 50% of the revenue, okay, goes to blockchain sports. Okay. As it should. Okay. Because, Dimitri, he created the idea. He has a staff of over 1,000. They got to get paid for doing the work. Okay. But they figured, they didn't have to run on the 50% of the revenue stream that was coming in. They could take half of that and run on 25%. So what they decided to do is put the other 25% into a live trading pool. Now, why would they do that? Because I had mentioned Dimitri was a part of Daisy. Okay, he was a part of the first project that was involved in developing the first project that raised over $660 million in 3 years. When we're given 6 years to do it. So he knows the success of Daisy. Okay. And the history that it's still making. Okay. That project rate went to over, for some of you that are just hearing this, that project generated over 1,500% profits in 23 months. And it's still performing at the same level of accuracy. Okay. So based on the history of what's already been put in place, this is what gives us the best opportunity to receive the rebate. Okay. Now, so what are they doing? So what they're doing is as I mentioned before, they're taking 25% of the incoming revenue, they're placing it in the live trading pool. Okay. When that trading pool reaches 400% in profit, they're going to repay everyone who qualified for the rebate. Okay. It's just that simple. So here's the deal. Okay. Let's say you understand and you come into blockchain sports at the 2,200, 8,000, 27,000, the 50,000 or the $100,000 level. And within your first 30-day period, you found two people, at least at the $550 founder pack level. It could be it doesn't have to be just, it could be a 550 and an 8,800, but the minimum is 550 founder pack level. Okay, you did that within your first 30 days, you're going to reclaim your initial outlay back. It's just that simple, you know, and it's nothing else to add to it. But how many people would be motivated to do that if they knew that you could get your money back? Okay, how many people would be motivated enough or in a hurry enough to find two people? You'd find a way to do it. You definitely will find a way to do it. That's because the number one thing in any opportunity is to get your initial investment back first, right? Wouldn't you agree? Moreover, when you do this, okay, when you do it, you've mitigated your risk, haven't you? You've mitigated your loss. And plus, you put yourself in a position to not only be a passive participant, but you're going to get even more real life rewards and digital rewards if you decide to build a team after your rebate qualifications. Now, there are 4 steps to purchasing the Founders Pack. It's so easy, it's simple. You just create a TronLink wallet, okay, using the app or, you know, the app that you can do on your phone, your TronLink extender. You transfer USDT, which is a token on the Tron blockchain, to your Tron wallet. You choose a package, as I mentioned, between the $500 package up to the $110,000 package. Okay, you got to have some TRX, which is a gas fee. Okay, because it's on the Tron blockchain network, and a referral link, which you will get from from the person that invited you to this call tonight. It's just that simple. But are you ready? Are you ready? The rewards plan the rewards plan is designed to empower every community, every member with unprecedented opportunities and rewards, okay? In the involvement of the promotion of blockchain sports. Are you ready for this? I want you, you have 30 days from joining, okay? If you plan on being an active participant, 30 days. That's what's outlined here to do something massive, okay? So if you want to come on board with us, just start inviting people, as many as you can. And we're literally, you don't have a lot of time because we only got less than 6 months, okay, to be a founder and just sit and just watch the rewards come in, okay? Now, what I wanted to do at this time, I wanted to break. I know we've been on the call for a while, but I want to bring my 200% exciting and electrifying sister on the line, Marilyn. You have the con now, and just take us home for what you got in store for us.
All right, everybody wake up. It's late, but wake up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Greg, that was good. You had one slide there that had me like, whoo. I was like, especially when I saw Ethereum. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Ethereum, $3,700.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
All right, so we're gonna just hit it because, like you said, we've been going for a while, but we could just tap in and just show you guys some things and just gonna go from there, And another thing, I want to say this too. Thank you so much for your prayers, so much, guys. Trust me, it did work. Thank you so very much. So bear with me a little bit. Still got a little stuff going on here. Greg, can you share the screen with me for just a second?
Sure.
I'm gonna be working with the team, guys. Greg and Andre gave me permission to work with you as a strategy group. We've been putting some stuff together in the background, even though it's been a lot going on, a whole lot going on, but please wake up right now if you can. In the background, we're still trying to work, still trying to catch up. But like I said, major things happening. I will house and say, I'm a very strong person, but I was overtaken with a lot of things that just recently happened. But I'm trying to catch up. I love it. I want to say the teamwork is great here. I did have an opportunity to work with a group of people this evening. I'm going to be bringing strategies in, but I can promise you that strategies will stay under 20 minutes. I'm glad that I can work with you and show you some things. There's something else that we've been praying about something else we've been working with God about, something else that we've been fasting about. And it's basically because we saw how strong this group is, and we chose this particular group to work with because we just been, snoozing along, walking around with the group with Greg and Andre and different things like that, and the dedication and the passion that comes from Dr. Perry and different things like that. But they say when you want to do something, you want to do something big, just stay with God and walk lightly and just get it done. And that's what we've been doing. So our eyes are on you. So if I was you, I would get in. But before we get going, I'm going to make it short. Greg said he's going to pass the screen over. So let me see.
You should have it now.
Okay, sweetheart. Thank you so much. So you guys, tell me if you can see my screen. It's up. It's like you can see it. Okay, so I have multiple screens that I work on. So one of the things that I'm going to just shoot through this tonight, so you're not going to be kept up all night. You don't have to worry about that. Is to position yourself now because something is getting ready to happen in your favor. Position yourself now. If you can get to 2,000, great. We have to put things together. And it's really good that this little group is right where it's at because we're going to, like I said, we're going to be doing something that's going to surprise you guys and help you along the way. But we want you to position yourself if you're not already positioned. I want to stop right. I love this cup, by the way. And if I could get this cup, I would get the cup. I got the bull. I'm riding the bull. Thanks to Daisy. Thanks to Limitless. And whatever they're going to do out in August in Las Vegas, we're ready for that. Our whole team is ready. We can't wait to see you guys in Las Vegas. We're going to be doing training there, the whole 9 yards. But Greg hit a lot of things this evening. And one thing, and I thought about when I got into blockchain, I don't know anything about blockchain, but they said change creates opportunity. And that's what's happening here. This blockchain technology is the fastest thing that's growing on the market. I want to share something that happened with me when Greg brought to you guys this evening and showed you Amazon and Bitcoin and Ethereum and what they was making. Listen to what happened to me this week. Knew nothing about blockchain. And it says that blockchain technology is the fastest growing technology sector in the history of the world. And it is likely going to disrupt and create opportunities virtually every industry and business sector in the world. We had a millionaire sit down the other day and show us some stuff on the blockchain. I could not believe it. He goes, oh yeah, FedEx, this is Mercedes-Benz, this is all on the blockchain. I was like, I felt bad. It's like, yeah, I don't know where you've been. Don't get disconnected from people either. Let me say something to you. I don't know if Andre put this video out here, but that's a video out there by Grant Cardone. If you're not connected to people, really, to be honest with you, you're not going anywhere anyway. People are money. You got to get connected and build yourself gradually. It'll come together. This is a strong team. Because I see they hear every night. I don't care if it's 5, 10, or 15 people on the call, they hear. Give them some energy because the same energy you give them, they'll deliver back to you. I see that Dr. Perry ride the bull. He don't care which one you throw out there and what salad you put on him. This man rides them. So I'm telling you guys, I want to stop here. Here's what I want to say. And I'm going to need your help and your participation. So Greg, you have to open them up because I'm not going to beg you to participate, but I need participation on this. I need your help. Now, let me go here. I'm going to go on the screen right here. Okay, let's get down here. Because, we can't get past what they've done for us with Daisy. They just got jiggy with it. So I'm going to go right here. Because, see, these little things right here is what we all trying to get. They work. They work. And I'm seeing their operation. Okay, they creating, transmitting, validating. They doing it all. They're mining. This is where we got to get. But I'm going to pop on down because I know we've been rolling a while tonight, and I know you're ready to go to bed, and that's cool. But I'm going to stop. That's $500. I don't want no $500 package. I wouldn't even come in if I couldn't get this one. But anyway, I want to show you something. Now, listen to this, and here's why I need your help. Somebody has put a website up. Now, we don't have a monthly fee, auto ship. Somebody has put up a website. We got technicians, engineers. We got founders. We got some of this investments that have been built over 18 months with 30 million put in it. We have over 91 patents. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And we already have an infrastructure put in place of over 300,000 people. So we right now have the most powerful infrastructure for crowdfunding and fundraising, and the world is looking at us. Okay. And now we have a position in the blockchain. We have the leader. We have the letter coin. We have a contract set up. We have our own stuff now because according to what I'm saying, we're going to be able to connect. We'll get the transaction fee, the bridge fees, the wallet fee, everything. We're running the show now. Okay, so that is important. Now, the other thing is, I know we have over 700 million on our platform. We got Dr. Eric. How many sports veterans we have? Didn't you guys say 50?
40.
40.
There were over 40. Well, there's actually, there was 40 in Dubai. but
Okay.
they're more than that. Yeah.
Okay, so stay with me. Could somebody else on this call tell me what we have? Because we got nodes, we have royalties, we have rewards, we have daily rewards, we have bonus. Is there anything else that we have? Somebody say something else we got.
The NFTs, I guess that's the nose too, but
Netflix,
Net-
reality TV show.
reality
TV show.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they pushing it and everything.
We
The medicine.
Technology, sports medicine.
Mm-hmm.
Royalties.
Element. Mm-hmm.
metaverse.
Metaverse. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I saw a little thing on there where they talking about they can swab your mouth and do all this. See, I know they got a lot more going on than what they're telling us too. I know how to read between the lines. I got good at it, you know? When you make C's in school or D's and you bring them home to mom and you get beat, you learn to listen to the teacher and also go overboard and read between the lines. Let me tell you something. You mean to tell me all of this belongs to us and somebody else has done all the work that we just talked about, and they say all we got to do is come to the table and buy a founder pack. You can become a founder. I just would let me know now, because if I'm wrong, I need to be corrected, because I need to know.
That's actually, yeah, you're right.
Do you think I'm gonna let somebody put something like this together and then you're gonna come and ask me, do I want to get in? And blockchain now, I just told you it's the largest thing that's going. And you telling whoever you invited that they can become a founder. That's a no-brainer, people. That's a no-brainer. Hustle. I don't care if you got to get a couple things cut off. Your boyfriend or husband's not going to be upset if your fingernails just look natural for a couple months. Buy your founder packages. And y'all know we spend this on shoes and eating out in 1 month. Position yourself real good. Can't ride the bull unless you position yourself. It's important. Now look at what we got. And we didn't even cover everything. The patents are in place and the copyright, y'all. We left the copyright off. All of this is in place for us. And all I got to do is come and sit down at the seat and buy a founder package. That's what you said to me. You already got my website ready for me. Really. And then you told me I don't have no limitations. You said I can upgrade. Really. And I get to own this. Really. And then I already have a supported team, which is you guys. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better. Let me tell you something. We got to wake up, people. We got to wake up. Greg, this was, very good. I want to show you guys something. We're looking at this and $500 package. We need to be, if you set your goal here, but I'm going to show you something. Set your goals and get your plans together, guys, because we're going somewhere. We're studying this $100,000 pack. I'm not going to do anything any less. We're going to study this $100,000 pack. We're going to figure a way to get here. Because if you shoot for the what?
Stars.
All right. Well, that's what we need to do. I'll tell you what else. Somebody correct me on this. Is this correct or inaccurate? I just need to know.
Go ahead, sis. Is it?
Say it again.
Can we rebuy that $100,000 pack? I just need to know.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Rebuy it.
I'm gonna share something with you all. Y'all know how capital ventures and business partners come together and work? Communities. Y'all know how churches come together and work? We're reaching out, and when you get ready to reach out, don't limit your paperwork to who you need to. Reach everybody. Give them an opportunity. Because this is not going to happen again, where someone give us this opportunity. It's not going to happen again. I did my research. Let me tell you the next thing that happened. I called Greg. My husband's here too. I got a call. The same guy that I was talking to, he called me. This man had offered a blockchain to me. I didn't know what it was. Didn't get an idea. At that time, it was $1,000. Well, today, I can't get it. That's $1,000. I can't get it today because it's over $40-some thousand. Okay, and the other one's over 100,000, and they're on the blockchain too. So now I said, well, thank God, because now I'm on the front end of another opportunity, and I'm able to get in and position myself, and I'm going to position myself, and I'm encouraging everybody else to position themselves. Once you put this before your people and they see it how powerful it is, look at, like I said again, tonight, none of us, we weren't able to put all the things together, but we do need to do it. That's available for us. And somebody else done it, and all we had to do is come to the table. See these royal ties to the blockchain franchise clubs, these royalty fees from the blockchain, you got that in your packages, okay? A lot of you, these player contracts, Who does that? I want you to, who does this? Who does this for you and put you in daily earning rewards? For DPRI, transaction fees. You're getting paid on transaction fees, the DAP wallet fees. Now I'm out there paying like crazy. I talked to two ladies today on your call right now tonight, and we had to pay fees to do a transaction. Okay, could not even move the money. So now they're telling you that you're going to get paid for validation. You're going to get paid to use the bridge, the blockchain explorer, the DApp wallet, the between the wallet, the transfer, everything. I mean, I don't see anything they left out. I just think they put a lot on the table. I can tell you that. Okay. They put a lot on the table, guys. And like I said, we've been here for a while tonight, so I'm just going to shut up, but we will be back, please. We're going to let you know ahead of time when we're going to be coming back to help and everything with our little strategy classes, but I want to pop a couple in. And some of the stuff that we put down for the strategies, if you don't use them, it's okay. Go in here and get this. This is in your back office. Okay, get this in your back office, because when you get ready to bring somebody into something this powerful, we want to make sure that you have your stuff together, and we want to work as a strategy team. So this is on your website. This little referral system is very powerful. Please go pull it up. I'm going to drop it out in the room because I know which room you guys are in. And these nodes we own, they just keep working and working and working and working and working. And this one guy, he has 100,000 nodes. And another guy, he was telling me how many nodes he has, and he's making so much money. I was like, oh my goodness. And he made me understand a whole lot of this, but I want you to know what you have too. And I love the word founder, and I love the word ownership. So that's another reason why I'm here. Okay, so this is sources download. Another thing too, we got to start putting things in our binders so we can see things and see our portfolios that we have. Because see, me personally, I think these portfolios are awesome. I'm so glad that we have that first portfolio, which is portfolio number 1, project number 1, Daisy. I love it. I love it. Love what it's doing. And we're in that one. And I love the fact that we have the second project and portfolio number 2, Limitless blockchain, and it's going to keep going. The next thing that we're going to drop in the room is this nodes. So you'll have this portfolio number 2. You can just type in it just like this and put your name in it. And this is just stuff that we told them that we will help bring to the table so you can put in your portfolios. And as you grow, you can put your vision and put your things so you can see it. Okay. And also it'll be good for you to pass on to the individuals that you're working with. So a little strategy goes a long way. Okay. One of the other things that we did is we put together a execution plan for our team, Limitless execution plan. First step, you have to have your wallet, and you need to tell whoever you're bringing in, this stuff needs to be ready before they come to the table. If not, you're going to spend 8 hours working with one person, and most likely it's not going to be for much. So you got your wallet. That's your first execution plan, or step 1. Make sure that they have that. You get that, and you can send this to them. So it's ready. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to throw you guys off, but it is going to prepare you for what's coming to the table. Step number 2 is an execution plan, having your broker sheet ready. Okay. And this is a broker sheet. This is for the broker. This spreadsheet right here, you got number 1, name, phone number, and email address. This does not come to us. This goes to the broker. You have to have your wallet address in here, just like I got it. I'm telling you, something is coming that's going to be a blessing to you. So just sit. And then number 3. The next thing is number 3. If you got this, it's going to help. And I know Greg them sent one out. Open up your VPN, number 1. Number 2, connect to your wallet. Number 3, connect to your browser. Type in your Limitless file, and that's it. We got to have something we can follow. Then we put it in this spreadsheet. Now, this is where training is going to come in place, because we're going to take the spreadsheet and give it to you. This is what the spreadsheet looks like. I'm sorry, I skipped. When I just showed you the execution plan for the broker and the Word document, this is it in the spreadsheet. Only 2 tabs can be in the spreadsheet. You cannot put anything else in it. So the first thing is going to be here is your name, Jackie Glass, your phone number, your email address, and your receiving wallet address. Now, you've noticed right here, I copied that. This goes to the broker, not to us. Nobody. You keep all of this just for them. This is the next thing. The broker's got to have this. He's got to have your wallet address and your QR code. This is going to be something that's going to help you guys out. I'm telling you now, because that way it's best to have it in advance than not to. The next thing that we got is the execution plan in the spreadsheet. Now, what I want to say to you is this comes in very handy, because we get to tell the people what our website is, how to get to the website. Then we can tell them how to how to get to our referral link. So I just lost my my other file that I had to show you guys. But the spreadsheet is going to tell the person how to contact you, how to go to the website, how to do this, and how to do that. So let me see if I can grab one other one real quick. Let me see something. I'm gonna need to pause the screen for just a second because how do you pause the screen, Greg, on this one?
Pause it now. You mean pause the recording or?
Yeah, pause the screen because oh, there it goes right there. I think I got it. I have something else to show you guys.
Okay, the recording's still going. Okay.
Yeah. The info directory, and it's right where I need to be too. There it goes right there. I got it. Okay, so let's go back, resume sharing. Okay, could you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, now this is important. We got to fix it up, guys, because I've been sick of having to do it. This is Limitless info directory. If you get this, I'm telling you right now, this is going to help you out. See right here where it says my info and referral link. This is what you can send to people. This is my phone number. This is my email address. This is my referral link. This is the website. This is the Telegram room. And this is, y'all going to have to put Zoom in here because I use something else. The other thing, this can also be used for you. You can tell yourself about the rebuy packages. Put the websites in here. And so now when you send this to them, they don't have to go anywhere but here. But it's also a part of our training team. So what you'll do is you'll take all this information and put it in here. So when you come to here, everything about Limitless is in this spreadsheet. We're all over the place. Here's the information. Okay. The packages. Go into your spreadsheet. It'll tell you the packages that you have. We have this, and you can tell that to them. I know a lot of you thinking, well, we got the website. Let me tell you, I use this system and I know the system works. Okay. You can tell them about the generations in here and all the different things that work. Anything that you can think. And I got this from that article. Y'all remember that article we went over?
Oh yeah, that article is powerful too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's important. Now, the last thing I want to pop in here and show you is this right here. Now, when I got to talking about soccer, first I heard about Bitfair, and they were doing trades with this other group for 7 days a week, and it was soccer. I was like, wow. So I started doing a lot of research. And then, of course, we have my daughter played soccer, and my ex-husband wife plays professional soccer. So I'm like, okay, so I can get with this. Started looking. But this is what I want you to look at. Check this out. The largest stadiums in the world that holds 90,000 seats is soccer. Did you hear me? 83,000.
Wow. Wow.
Now, this bull is huge, so we're going to have to go get a special saddle made. This is huge, guys. 85,000. And this is nothing compared to that, but there's soccer. Everybody getting that? Just tell me something else that's this huge in 7 days a week. That's all I'm asking. And then bring me another program to the table that's offering us everything that we couldn't even name together tonight on the paper, that we have access and we can become founders. I'm waiting.
3 billion soccer fans.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
So, worldwide.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. So we're not going to hold you tonight because it's late. It's right at 10 o'clock. I can't wait till the next presentation till we can come out. We're going to get these little files and documents and stuff together for you. But the last thing that I want to say that we had this evening is this, and this became a problem right here. A lot of people are spending a lot of money on TRX.
TRX, yep.
What I want to share with you is stop stressing over it. You see my TRX right there? Can you see that? It's right there. I'm going to click on it. Okay. So it's going to ask me to put in my password because I had some people today call me and they, was having a hard time moving their money. Okay. So I put my password in and my wallet popped up. You see my wallet popped up. Okay. So now I'm going to go to connect my wallet and I'm on tronplus.io. I just connected my wallet. I'm going to see my wallet address right here. Okay. But now when you see my wallet, let me go back. Did I have any energy?
No,
don't have any. Well, we got to go get some. Now you're going to see a million there. You can bump off one of those zeros right there if you want to. That's fine. And then, you see 3 days right there. We don't really need 3 days. We need about 6 hours. You can do whatever you want to do. It won't really matter. You could you can just roll with it. But the thing is, it's just a little bit cheaper to come here. And you see where it says 10 TRX? 10, 10, 10, 10 TRX, 10, 10.
Yes.
Right
Yes.
down. I'm gonna buy that energy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pay right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and pay 10 TRX so I can get the moving right there. There we go.
Wow.
It's processing, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign the contract with them. And it says, "Okay, success. Your order's been made." All right, let's go back. So we need to stop worrying about that TRX stuff. We just got TRX for 10 TRX, and we can move our money anywhere we want to. Okay.
So basically, you just spent $1.17 for 10 TRX, and you got over 1,000 in energy, over 100,000 in energy.
100,000. Now look at what I got. Let's move. So stop stressing. Don't worry about TRX. Let's do that. Okay. So like I said, we've been here with you guys for a while tonight. We don't want to hold you up, but we're a team now, and nothing's going to change that. So we're going to work together, fix things together, we correct one another together, build together. We can do this. And it ain't nothing going to stop us. And right now we're on a team, and I believe in winning. I wake up, win, go to bed, win. I just win. We just going to win no matter what. You can't nobody tell us any difference, no matter what you tell us, no matter what you say to us, we're going to win. And I love that. Because whatever you put behind I am, it is manifested just as quick as you can lay your tongue back down. So we team. Let's make it happen. We're done. And thank you.
Let's go.
It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Welcome so much.
Awesome, sis. Awesome, sis. So yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're hearing it, for those of you that are hearing this for the first time tonight, this is the roadmap. This is where we're at. We hope that we've relayed exactly, what we've been trying to relay to you about the potential upside that we have with blockchain sports and Limitless, and you can be a part of that. Okay, so these are ongoing meetings that we're going to be having every night, and as we get more team members and more folks energetic, we're going to go into 2 a day. I was an athlete, and I didn't mind do two a days in practice. I don't see why we can't do this in the real world and make this thing happen and get expose as many people as possible to this opportunity and this window that we have before us. So, Pastor Perry, are you going to be online with us tomorrow? I know you got you're still going through the your dental thing, but we're praying that that you're going to be with us.
I'm on, Doc. I'm
Awesome.
on, Don.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Awesome. Yes,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Yeah, we're on, Doc.